welcome to Star Citizen. So, the Drake Cutter. Is it the new best starting ship in the game? It is truly unique for a starter ship, and there isn't directly anything to compare it to, because it's just that special. And when it came out, it was already on sale, so its price was equal to Mustang Alpha or Aurora MR. Now its price will go up, or perhaps already has gone up. It is quite unique, basically being a smaller variant of Drake Cutlass Black. Its raw stats are quite remarkable. It's not really agile, it's the opposite of that, but it has a lot of quantum fuel and a tremendous amount of health. It is slightly more agile than a Cutty Black, but it does have truly huge amount of quantum fuel for a ship this size. Constellation Andromeda has half of this fuel, so think about it. And the health pool makes you really durable. But okay, so here is the stock loadout. It's quite okay, I guess, although I would highly suggest swapping out the quantum drive on this ship, because the military grade A will get you anywhere you want to go really fast, and you truly have enough fuel to go wherever you need to. Since this ship has a lot of health, I actually put all military grade components on it. Because if your ship has this amount of health, you actually want to be maneuverable, you want to be reliable. Even if you should take damage, that would knock out your components. So military grade A would be a must with this ship. Since it is not too maneuverable, I would not use it as a fighter, although it can do that because it can stay alive for a really long period. It is poor to maneuver, but it does have those peak thrusters, so acceleration is quite nice. The maximum speed is not that great, so you're probably not gonna be outrunning other players. But you do survive them quite a bit longer than plenty of those other starter ships or light fighters or smaller ships in general. On the outside, it isn't much. It's got that Drake Cutlass look, it's got those big thrusters you can move, either the horizontal or vertical position. It does look to have a little fuel tank right here, and it does look like a, freight train from the front, but it is quite interesting ship and probably one of the best at the moment. Another great thing is the external storage, which is actually good if you plan to do some trips with your friend and you want to swap some things around. It also gives you more space because you can drop things in your ship and you can drop them in the external storage if you truly need to. Now, although the ship feels like it's really roomy, the inventory is still quite limited, and if you plan to go on a big looting spree, it might not be the ship for you, although it does have enough room to usually pick whatever things you consider valuable. In the back we can store a hover bike, or if you position it really well, maybe even two. You gotta love this big door in the back, it's just so good to get in, get out, and it closes and opens pretty fast. It's a pretty good ship to do box missions in, it's quite reliable, it's strong, it's not too fast. Inside we do have some room for our cargo, of course, which isn't too much, I believe it's 6 cargo units. Then we have our bed, we have our little washing room, I believe toilet also in there, so it's basically a toilet. All these simple beautiful things. Next to our bed we of course have the external storage, which you can use with your friends or yourself if you need to store some things. It's pretty good, although it seems to bug out for some reason right when I'm at the port. Then we do have our pilot's room, or the cockpit area. Then we have our weapon racks for the big weapon, main weapon, and 2 sidearms. And on the opposite side we do have some access to these. I believe they're access meant to be for the modules, but at the moment they're just empty. And no, you cannot put boxes in there, you can't put anything in there. Well, theoretically I guess you can, but you can't really place anything there. Although the ship is durable, you can blow off its bits. And it does lose quite a bit of control, especially if you want to go fast. It does look like it's smoking, although it may look more like an oil spill, I believe it's smoke. The thrusters are quite important for this ship because it's, its main propulsion system. It does have a couple of minor thrusters as well, but losing one of these is a major loss of control. Having them in the VTOL position actually helps you retain some of this control, and you can fly somewhat straight. Although once again trying to go really fast will probably start spinning you or turning you in certain direction. So is this a good starter ship, or is it the best starter ship? I would have to say yes. Because of its big pool of health, you can travel everywhere basically without refueling. You can do most things with it, although if you want to do some ship fighting, this isn't the perfect ship for that, although it can do it. It's a great ship, and of course it has the theme of looking rugged, rough and industrial, with the minimal amount of effort on the looks and more on its capabilities. There isn't anything really polished, there aren't that many panels, it's more like a rugged beast. I personally think if you're a new player, the big health pool and the big quantum fuel amount on this ship can truly help you explore the verse, and you could be quite happy in it. So for new players, it's definitely one of the better ships, and I truly think it's a pretty great ship to start out in, even if you have your eyes set on ship fighting, but you do want to do some other things, this will be good at all of those other things, or well, at least most of those other things. But if you're a dedicated veteran, well, you might overlook this ship, but it's still truly remarkable for how much it can travel, and it could be really interesting and really useful in Pyro. Anyway, thanks for watching.